Hello, my dear children. Did you study last day's portions? Did you understand what I had taught in the last class? In the last class, we studied about force. Force as a push, pull, stretch or squeeze. Okay, a push or pull moves the object, whereas a stretch or squeeze changes the shape and size of the object. Before we go to the next topic, let me explain. Do you know in page number 35? In page number 35, the do you know explains what do you mean by state of a body. Okay, a body is said to be in the state of rest if it does not change its position with time with respect to its surroundings. That means even after so much of time is passed, there is no change in the position of the object. With respect to its surroundings means when compared to its surrounding, where it is remaining, there itself it remains. That is called as state of rest. Okay, and if a body is said to be in a state of motion if it changes its position, that you know very well, isn't it? So now you might have understood what is the state of motion and state of rest. Okay, now let us see what is balanced force. If a force does not change the state of the body from rest to motion or from motion to rest, it is called a balanced force. That means even after applying a force, if the state of motion or the state of rest doesn't change, it is called as a balanced force. But if a force changes the state of rest to motion or state of motion to rest, it is called unbalanced force. Here you can see a ball is caught by the fielder. What kind of a force it is? It is an unbalanced force. Why? Because the ball at motion is brought into the ball at rest. So here it is an unbalanced force. Now let us study the effects of force. Okay, so this year we have to study 6 effects of force. In your book, in page number 35, 36 and 37, explanation is given about the effects of force. Anyway, you have to study only the 6 effects. Just study which are there, only that much. No need to study so much of explanation. You must know which are the 6 effects of force, which I will show now. So look at the first one. When force is applied on a body, it have the following effects. Which are they? The first one, a force can move a body originally at rest. So what is the first one? A force can move a body originally at rest. And what is the second one? A force can stop a moving body. Now let us see the third point. What is the third point? A force can make a moving body to move faster. So if a force is applied to a moving body, it will move faster. And fourth one, a force can slow down a moving body. A force can slow down a moving body. And fifth one, a force can change the direction of motion of a moving body. A force can change the direction of motion of a moving body. And sixth one, a force can change the shape or size of a body. So a force can change shape or size of a body. These 6 points you have to study well, point wise itself. No need to study so much of explanation. These 6 points you study well. Okay, now I will explain each of these effects one by one. You need not study this explanation, just study the 6 points, listen to the class and understand it. That much only is needed. Okay, now I will start explaining one by one. First one, a force can move a body originally at rest. Okay, a force can move a body originally at rest. Now you can see a car here, isn't it? That a car is at rest. And the man is pushing from outside. So he is applying a force. So what happens when he push the car? When he push the car begins to move. That means a force can move a body originally at rest. So when he is pushing the car moves. What kind of a force it is? Balanced or unbalanced force? Who will tell? Yes, correct. It is an unbalanced force. That is why the body moved. If it was a balanced force, the car will remain at rest itself. It will not cause motion. What is the second point? A force can stop a moving body. A force can stop a moving body. Here you can see force applied by the fielder while catching a ball. Then what happens? The moving ball stops. So when a force is applied on a moving body in a direction opposite to the direction of the motion of the body, it can be made to stop. In the same way, when we apply brakes, the vehicle stops. So force can stop a moving body. Then what is the third point? A force can make a moving body to move faster. So you like to swing on a swing, isn't it? You like to swing. So it will be moving slowly. When you are swinging alone, it will be moving slowly. If somebody is pushing you from back, what will happen? The swing will start moving faster. Okay, that itself. So a force can make a moving body to move faster if the force is applied in the direction in which the object is moving. Okay, so when you then pedal the bicycle, when more force is applied, what will happen? The cycle will move faster. When you swing, if somebody is pushing you from behind, you will start moving faster. So force can make a moving body to move faster. Then what is the fourth point? A force can slow down a moving body. A force can slow down a moving body. So if a force is applied on a moving body in the direction opposite to the direction of the motion of the body slows down or stops. Okay, so this is the case when brakes are applied, the vehicle stops, isn't it? And a swing can be slowed down. How can we slow down the swing? If the boy instead of pushing it, if he is pulling from the opposite direction, what will happen? The swing stops. So a force can also slow down a moving body. Now what is the fifth point? A force can change the direction of a moving body. Okay, so if a force is applied on a moving body in a direction other than its direction of motion, the direction of the body changes. Okay, so if a ball is kicked in another direction, what will happen? The ball changes the direction. For example, a player, see the picture, a player kicks a moving football to change its direction of motion, isn't it? A player applies force with a hockey stick to change its direction of motion of the ball. Sometimes you might have seen a football match, isn't it, where the direction of the football is changed and it will be kicked into the goal post, isn't it? So that is also an example of changing direction by applying force. And if you see a cricket match, you can see a bowler throws the ball to the batsman with force. So the ball is coming in one direction. Then what will happen? With the bat, the batsman kicks the ball in another direction. So the ball changes the direction. So a force can change the direction of the motion of a moving body. Now let us come to the last point. A force can change the shape or size of a body. So here you can see, what is that? A piece of rubber, isn't it? A piece of rubber. So what is happening when we apply the force in the form of a squeeze? What happened? The shape changed, isn't it? The shape changed. So while applying force, we can change the shape of a body. In the same way, force applied as a squeeze in the case of a balloon or in the case of a toothpaste tube, the shape changes. Now see this picture. What happens here? A spring is being pulled by force, isn't it? A spring is being pulled by force, then what is happening here? The length increases, or the size increases. So as a result of the force as a pull or a stretch, what happens? The size or the length increases. So what did you understand? Force can change the shape or size of a body. The increase in the length of the spring in this picture is directly proportional to the weight of the body suspended from it. What do you mean by that? If more weight is suspended, the increase in the length will be more. If less weight is suspended, increase in length will be less. So have you heard about a spring balance which is used to measure weight? So spring balance work on this principle. What is that? The length, increase in the length is proportional to the increase in, or it is proportional to the weight of the body. So finally we can define force as that cause which changes the state of a body. What do you mean by the state of a body? Either the state of rest or the state of motion or direction of motion. So force is something that changes the state of body or changes the size or shape of the body. Okay, so let us sum up by recollecting the things which we studied today. The effects of force, how many are there? 6 are there. Which are they? A force can move a body originally at rest. A force can stop a moving body. A force can make a moving body to move faster. A force can slow down a moving body. A force can change the direction of the motion of a moving body. A force can change the shape or size of a body. These 6 points you have to study. No need to study the explanation. Okay. So children, this much only for today. See the video at least twice. Okay, you must watch it at least twice. After that you have to read the textbook. Okay. So study well. Thank you.